Do I have to say my name?
No.
Okay. It's like I know what I want to say, but I don't know how to put it into words, you know?
Yeah.
Like I know how it feels, but I don't know how to put it into words. I can't think of anything that I've ever done that I don't associate with a certain song. So when I think about it that way, I think it also just, music describes the different phases I've gone through in my life.
I think that music is honestly kind of an escape from reality for me. Like anytime I'm in a bad mood, I can listen to some good music and it'll bring me back up again.
I think for me, music has just always been kind of an outlet. I have always wanted to be an artist, and I see my radio show as a form of art. So I really like creating an experience for my audience and to kind of take them on a journey.
For me, I'd say that music is life. It influences everything I do. I listen to it when I'm driving, when I'm at work, on my downtime. Everything I do, it influences it somehow, especially with all the different genres there are nowadays. I think that it should influence more people.
Enjoying time with other people who are enjoying the music with me.
Another thing I love about music, and especially if it's a band I really love, is going to a live show of theirs and standing really close to the speakers or the subwoofer or something. You can really like feel everything. Like you can feel their energy, you know?
Music has a huge influence on my life. Music has, again, like I can, depending on how I feel, I can listen to music and it can just fit perfectly with whatever I'm feeling. If I need to work through something, going for a drive and listening to music is like the thing that I want to do.
For me, music can really relate to what's going on in my life, so I find a lot of meaning in music, and it's kind of separate from a lot of other forms of art where you look at it once or you watch it once and you've gotten all you're going to get from it. But the more you listen to music, the more the song means to you and the more you can relate to it.
Thank you so much. All right, everyone.
My name is Ryan.
And I'm Kyle, and we're the captains of the tennis team this year. 7th and 8th grade boys, if you missed the meeting this week but would still like to play, email Coach Scavell. You can find his email on the RHS website.
Remember that tennis is open to 7th and 8th grade boys. No experience needed and no cuts. Everybody plays at every single match.
Student Council will be putting on St. Patrick's Day Kahoot games this Wednesday during lunch. Popsicles will be awarded to the winners. If you're interested in joining track and field, there are two options for middle schoolers. There's the high school team for grades 7 and 8. There will be tryouts March 29th through the 30th. And also the RMS middle school program through Community Ed. For more information, check out the RMS announcement slideshow or go to GoRogersRoyals.com.
Good morning, Rogers Middle School. This is Mr. Parr, and I'm joined here by 3 8th graders, Blake Evers, Jed Stahlbeck, and Ben Nyland. And we're here to talk to you today about something very exciting we're kicking off for Rogers Middle School. And that is an 88 keys piano fundraiser. We are looking to buy a grand piano for Rogers Middle School, not just for use with our choirs, but actually for use by any and all of our music programs and other students as well. Now, we were talking, these fine students and I, about this grand piano opportunity, and there were some questions that came up, and we thought it might be a good idea to answer them for all of you so that you understand why a grand piano is important And then when you see an email come through to your families later on, you'll know what we're talking about and be able to answer some questions that your families might have. So, Blake, did you have that first question?
Yeah, what makes this piano, the grand piano, better than the pianos we have now?
It's a good question. The pianos that we have currently, the one in my office and the one in the choir room, are the same. They're made by a Japanese company named Kawai, and they're both upright pianos. Because they're upright pianos, they don't produce as rich of a sound as a grand piano would, but also the mechanism of the keys is different from that of a grand piano. Grand pianos were invented first. Upright pianos were an adjustment in the 20th century, and they were made primarily to accommodate space concerns, as opposed to paying most attention to what the performer or the musician using it or singing to it would want. So a grand piano is kind of more the real deal, and that's why it's better and why it's more money, frankly. Jed, did you have a question also?
Yeah. Is there a specific piano that we're looking at currently?
There is a specific piano. So did you know that back at the turn of the century, going into 1900, there were 1,800-ish American piano companies making pianos in the US. And today, in 2021, there are 2 American piano companies from that time. They've all gone out of business except for Steinway and Mason and Hamlin. So we want to buy a Mason and Hamlin grand piano, and we are looking at one specifically that is actually 100 years old. What's unique about this piano is that the wood that's in the piano provides an exceptional sound, and it's incredibly strong, more so actually than the woods that are used today in the same brand of piano. But the insides of this piano have been totally rebuilt. They're all brand new, so it will play like a new piano, but sound like an old piano. And it'll be a really good fit for us. So that's a good question. Now, Ben, you must have a question.
I do have a question. Will I be able to play this grand piano?
It's a great question. We feel it's important that if the Rogers Middle School community is the ones funding this piano, that the Rogers Middle School community is allowed to play the piano. So yes, you as a student would be allowed to play the piano by permission, and we'd put your name on a sheet so that we know who's playing it and when. But yes, sir, you would be able to. Hope this answers some questions that you might have had. Again, keep your eye out for that email coming out about this fundraising opportunity, and I sure hope everybody that's part of our community will share this and donate to it so that we can get an incredible instrument here at this school for all of us to benefit from. Hope everybody has a great day.
Check out the RMS announcement slideshow on Schoology to find out more information on these topics.